Well, hello there. How's everybody doing? And what are we doing? What are we doing? Hey, Miranda. We have Miranda in the house. Her birthday is next Wednesday. That sounded so lame. I try to be cool and I'm not. But hey, Miranda. How's everybody doing? It looks like, let me see what I need to do. Let me go right here. Um, Let me do this little countdown and see if we can come right back. Mm-hmm.
Everything that I need, I already have. Everything that I have is all that I need. Anything I desire, I will receive because my reality is created by me. I am successful, I am peaceful, I am free, I am wise, I am potential energy, and like a phoenix I should rise. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am power, I am talent, I am mind, I am body, I am spirit, I am balance, I am enlightened, I am fearless, I am inside the realm of time. I am a part of the all, and I am one with the divine.
Hey!
I need, I already.
One more time.
Everything that I need, I already have. Everything that I have is all that I need. Anything I desire, I will receive because my reality is created by me. I am successful, I am peaceful, I am free, I am wise, I am potential energy, and like a phoenix I should rise. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am power, I am talent, I am mind, I am body, I am spirit, I am balance, I am enlightened, I am fearless, I am inside the realm of time. I am a part of the all, and I am one with the divine. Everything that I need.
Okay. Anyways. Hi, guys. Let me just give you a forewarning. Tonight, I actually ran out of Stella Rosa Peach. Hi, Diana. Hi, Andre and Miranda. Stopping by to say hi. It's past my bedtime. Have a good night. No worries, Diana. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is so good to see you, and I hope that you have a good night, that you rest well, and we'll see you back here next time. YouTube must have not sent out notifications again. I know. Why would they? It was so last minute, Miranda. We got to kind of give YouTube some slack because I don't think at this time that it was their fault. I just scheduled the live like 5 minutes ago. So I don't know, the algorithm, it's got a lot to catch up to today. There's a lot to, hey, LB, my sister, hi. Oh my gosh, it is so good to see you. Aww. But yeah, Miranda, this YouTube algorithm, it has a lot to kind of keep up with today. Has been a lot. And I think, they're probably a little bit run down, a little slow. So we'll give them a break. But yes, I just wanted to come on and say, what are we doing? I'm not going to be up for long. Ooh, yes. Thank you, Miranda. You're so sweet. Hope you are as well. Oh, hey, D West. Hi, Andrea Moss and Chad. I'm listening. Decorating party favors. Hope all is well. Ooh, what are you decorating for? That sounds fun. I love using when you get a chance to use your little creativity to make something like your own, even if it doesn't come out perfect, lose the perfectionism much, it's still fun to be creative, and I hope it turns out good. I know it will. But what are you decorating? I'm curious. Is it a birthday party? Is it what is it? Come pillow talk with Bae. Wow. I did not realize you changed your name. How inviting. Come pillow talk with Bae. Hey, Queen. Good evening to you. Yeah, I heard on one of AT2's chats you should schedule at least an hour before the live starts. So maybe that's it. You want to know the thing, Miranda? You are right and also partially right, because I know for a fact if you at least schedule your live a half hour beforehand, you are definitely more likely to get notifications sent out, for a fact, because whenever we get notifications from YouTube, we see that someone is going live and it'll say 30 minutes. So as long as you do it 30 minutes beforehand, you should be good. How are you, Come Pillow Talk with Bae? Yes. What are we doing, Come Pillow Talk with Bae? How you been doing? It's good to see you. It's not a problem. Have a good night, Diana. Thank you. And did I miss T West? Oh yeah, you're decorating. Yes. I want to know, what are you decorating? Listen, you all. Table toppers for his first birthday. Oh my goodness, how exciting. This is ooh, excuse me. Excuse me one more time, okay? This is the best thing. The first birthday is so special, you all. It is a celebration of, a first year of life. Just think about it's just miraculous. You go from being in the womb, right? In the embryonic sac. And then you're out. And then a year later, you're walking and stumbling and trying to boss people around like you done been here on this earth for 50 damn years. Okay? Some 1-year-olds. Now, my nephew is one of those 1-year-olds. D West, I'm not saying that your grandson is the same way. But it's a beautiful thing, okay? I said that long story just to say, in short, it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. And I am celebrating his first birthday with you. And congratulations. That's so beautiful. You didn't get a notification. And then, sometimes YouTube just does me shady. I mean, let me just stop speaking that into the universe. How about I start speaking right now? I'm going to start manifesting that YouTube will send out my video notifications to every person that is supposed to get them. Amen? Yes. Let's turn that thing around. That thing. We don't want to be speaking, I don't want to be speaking. Can't speak for everybody. All this negative stuff over myself. Oh, happy birthday to the little man. Yes. You and your grandson and Miranda are in the same, have their birthdays around the same time, right? I should be asleep, but I'm not. Oh no. Technically, I should be winding down and getting ready for bed, but I'm not. LB, but seriously though, I know you be needing to get your sleep now. Please, I implore of thee, don't stay up on my behalf. Seriously. I was at work tired as hell today, and I know it is my fault that I did not get to bed in time. No problem, Pillow Talk with Babe. Please drive safe. I'm doing all right. A lot of pain because of the cold. Oh, but it's better than it was yesterday. Thank you for asking, D West. Oh, Miranda. Oh, I hate that you have to go through that. No problem. Be safe. D West. Hey, Cups of Conversations, my cousin, my boo. Oh my gosh, I loved your live. You were just so. I missed the first half, I'm not going to lie. But when I came in, I started chatting, and it was just everything that I think needed to be said. And you did it with such tact and class and style and truth. And I absolutely love you for that. And everything you said about, just coming out, telling the truth. If you're going to tell something, tell the full truth. Like it's literally not that hard. But for some people, it's just way easier, and in fact, too easy to lie at overtelling the truth. And that's a shame, really. How are you, Cups of Conversation? She says, hey, Miranda. Kennedy Monroe. Why is my voice like this? Hold on. That sounds kind of... Let me get some water. Kennedy. Oh, my gosh. And see, this is what we just speak this? Let everyone that is supposed to get a notification of all my videos, let them get one. And look at what happens. We have Kennedy coming. Kennedy, how are you doing? I miss you so much. It is so good to see you. Now, let me throw out this reminder. Hit the like button now. Hit the like button. I'm chilling like a villain. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. And I just can't wait to dig in to them little notes that we kind of went over today and just see, what was really happen, I guess. Come Pillow Talk with Beige channel. Oh, thank you, Miranda. Yes. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and do this really quick. I am such a believer in just sharing, shouting out, uplifting, supporting, showing love. If you notice, like, that is just kind of natural to me to do. If I'm interacting with someone, if I'm choosing to engage with someone or a group of people, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be in real life, virtually, whatever, I try to make sure that I am like engaged and authentic and just true and I guess exhibiting things that I want returned to me. We reap what we sow, after all. I'm so glad. I'm doing really well this week. This has been a really good week. Very positive, focused. Going about life, trying to have a great mindset about things and being intentional about things. The cliche jargon and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. No, but for real, like seriously, Kennedy. Thank you. Much appreciated. Absolutely. As well, let's go ahead and do this. I like to be supportive. Like I have quite a few actually content creators that pop into my chat, that support me, that are subscribed to me. And I don't take it lightly. Like I am so thankful. I'm so like, this has really been, there have been ups and downs with this whole YouTube experience, but I think overall, this has been a really, really good launch. I haven't been on YouTube for more than a year, and I just have found so much gratitude and every conversation, every kind of message, every kind of interaction that kind of uplifts me, builds me, and every opportunity that I have to be that same kind of light and just that kind of same, you know what I mean, welcoming spirit. You know, we have a presence about ourselves, whether it's virtual or, you know, obviously whether it is in person. And whoever that is and who you truly are, it should definitely radiate and, you know, spring forth and out in any environment that you're in. And so I think I really like to be intentional about that. I'm super long-winded today, but I guess the point is I like to say hi to everyone. That's just who I am. Now, sometimes I'm not going to lie, like in the chat, sometimes I'll just be kicking back. I don't really, you know, I just want to listen, or I'm trying to listen while doing other things. And I don't really get to engage in the chat. But then when I do, I really enjoy it, you guys. I really, really enjoy it. And so it's just good to see all of you here. There are a lot of content creators, like I was saying, that really kind of show up sometimes. And let me just shout these people out because I really enjoy them, their channels, and just what they have to offer into this little community that we have. So yes, my cousin, my sister, Cups of Conversations. I really love like everything that she brings. She's so real, so raw, and she's a queen. Okay. And she recognizes her royalty. And you want to know something? That kind of energy also radiates. And I love it. K-pop Miranda. It's actually K-pop multi-stan Miranda. I always say Gio Malik, unapologetically curious, freckles, and off-duty therapist. You guys go back and watch all of her videos. Okay. There's so many gems of wisdom. There's so many, oh my gosh. It's just amazing, amazing discussions that channel brings. Hey, Vicky Black. Good to see you. And Mimi Twin, I hope I said hi to you. It is so good to see you. Yes. There are so many content creators. Okay, so here we go. Saki Speaks, Cups of Conversations, you guys, My Small Space, Alexia J. Beauty. We have Eagle Soaring High, Evil Lynn. One thing I've loved about Evil Lynn is that when she's on the road and she's driving and she's showing us, my speaker does that every freaking time. When she's on the road and she shows us like her drive and her route, it's so peaceful to me. And so, Evelyn, I don't know if you're watching, but I appreciate you, sis. I absolutely do. Bikini Body Challenge, you guys, has given me so much life. I'm so serious. Okay, you guys, please check her out. Come Pillow Talk with Bae. Have you been binge watching Freckles lately? See, and you're getting your whole entire life, aren't you? I know you are. Come Pillow Talk with Bae. I know you are. You watch Gio too? Isn't he so amazing? I freaking just love him. I mean, and of course, like all these veteran channels that really kind of got me onto YouTube, Sherelle's World. I mean, Auntie's Advice. I mean, these are channels that I will probably never deviate from. There's always going to be something that interests me in any of those particular channels. Those are where kind of I got my YouTube, shall I say, roots, really. And of course, Alexia J. Beauty is really the one that really got me kind of into YouTube. Here we go. Did I say... Hello, Heart of Inspiration, you guys. Yes, it's Avi is another really, really inspirational one. I mean, there's so many. Lucretia Jack, Forever Luzon. Are you all aware that these individuals have channels? Hello, Kat in the chat, all that creativity that she shines. These are things that we need to be absorbing. Okay. All things popcorn. Did I say all things popcorn? I love these channels. Okay. Did I say AT2? I had popcorn on my way home from work today too. I was tearing that bag of popcorn up. I sure was. Thank you so much, Miranda, for making sure. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you so much. You guys, please, this entire week, this entire, next however long, 30 days, let's encourage Miranda. She has such an amazing story. I just freaking, Miranda's the bomb. Okay. So you guys, please make sure you check out her channel and subscribe. She has these really cool videos that show us a lot of K-pop dance moves. I really did not know anything about K-pop until I met K-pop multi-star Miranda. Okay. So we also over here, of course, support Houston Bread. Hear Her TV. What was the other one? Royal Blue. Did I say? Obviously, I still support my sister, my queen, Beautiful Shalom. Foxy and Family, Organized Chaos, you guys. Brown Skin Lady 81 has content coming out. Now, I know this is a lot to keep up with, and I'm sure this list is going to continue to expand, but here's the thing. So shall we all. And isn't that the point? So what are we doing? Are we expanding ourselves? Are we expanding our minds? Are we expanding into our own greatness more than we are being sucked into other people's doom? I wonder. Okay. I see you are a family. Did I say? I think I said them all. But please know that, Miss Gemini, and she's expecting twins, you guys. That is so exciting. She's the sweetest. Oh. And so she's also like one of those veteran channels. Oh, Universal Tea with Marie. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. There's so many more, but anyway, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all being here as well. Yes, Forever Luzon. I think we got everyone, Miranda. You're the bomb.com. You are the bomb.com. Thank you so much, D West. Yes. Leave a comment too on some of her videos. But I was saying too, Miranda's birthday is next Wednesday, March 2nd. So let's continue to just show her some love, shall we? She is such an amazing mod, okay? And she's busy, okay? And she supports my channel. Anyway, let us check in with our, hey, Kim. Thank you for being here. Let's check in with our compassion meter, okay? What are we feeling? Jennifer loves Spewit. Oh my God. On target and very in tuned. Oh, thank you. Yes, I put out videos at least 2 times a week, and I will be doing another tomorrow at D West. Hey, learning to love myself. It is going to be Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Look, I should be right now. I should be right now spending time like creating the flyer, making the thumbnails, like doing a lot of different kind of preparations and stuff. But instead, I'm like just going live and not doing any of those things. But see, I wish I had a community tab. That would make it like so much better. But you know, we getting there. But yeah, we're gonna have a versus battle. It's gonna be my sister, Cups of Conversations, and myself. Did the sound come back in? StreamYard is freaking, they're freaking janky. And the one thing about StreamYard is they take their money now. They take their money, and their streaming services sometimes, have interruptions. Wait, or is it my Wi-Fi? I don't want to be talking about StreamYard if it's my Wi-Fi. Yes, but we're going to have a versus. It's going to be so fun. I'm a sucker for music. I just don't know all the details, but I do know we are going to have such a good time. It's going to be so fun. Whoever comes and is able to make it, they're going to be like so glad. My apologies, Jennifer. This thing is janky sometimes. How are you learning to love myself? What are we doing? It's Thursday. Did any of you guys have Monday off? If you, work a normal, whatever. I'm all bitter. Did any of you have Monday off this week? I did. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing good too, Jennifer. Yes. I just love you, Miranda. And I just, I wish you didn't have to endure like chronic pain. It can really kind of affect your everything, And, but anyways, we love you so much. Hello, K-pop. But yeah, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I dabbled in, okay, good. Thank you. I dabbled in my wine from the old vine. And today I ran out of my Stella Peach, so I had to just go straight red. And I'm telling you something. It's different. I am not used to just drinking it straight. I am not. She's super sweet. She really is. So yeah, I wanted to just say, check in with your compassion meter, you guys. And, try your darndest to choose peace for yourself. Whatever that might look like. Okay? Thank you. Like whatever that might look like, choose peace for yourself. Okay. Side commentary. It really seems like some people on YouTube have amnesia. This has been a theme that I've noticed for months. It appears that some folks have straight up amnesia. And my question is it for convenience sake? Is it to negate accountability? Or is it to be absolved and try to pull a fast one and a hoodwink chronicle on somebody? These are my questions for this amnesia spirit. What is an example? Hey, Vicky. Oh, Vicky. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love you, Vicky. Oh my goodness. So good to see you. I know, but you know what I appreciate you. Let me slow down. Because, no. You know what I appreciate about you, Vicky? Is you tend to always leave a comment if you like, just clicked on the replay or checking it out. And I appreciate that so much. But to see you actually here is so much sweeter. Thank you so much, Queen. Oh, I appreciate you so much. And Rehart. What the fuck? Hold on. Andrea, you know this is live, right? You know this is live, right? Okay, check in with yourself. You know this is live. Nihar! How you doing, sis? Oh, hi, Andrea. I resubscribed after watching that Cups of Conversations clip. Oh, thank you so much. You are the bomb.com. Thank you so much. Actually, I have to go back and watch Cups' the whole video. I got to go back and watch it from the beginning. Because I came in, I think, maybe 45 minutes to an hour before the end. So I got to watch it from the beginning. But it is so good to see you here, Nihar. Like, seriously. Thank you so much. And did I mention another creator that I like to watch the Confessions with Red Label, Kat, Q, Levon. That All Things Popcorn is a wonderful dynamic that they have going on. I love it. Love you so much, Vicky. Hey, boo, Jennifer. You know, I was catching up with everything I missed. OMG. Amnesia is running rampant in these streets. I'm still not caught up. It was a lot. I'm not caught up either, to be honest. But and this weekend, and today I got time, cuz. Okay? Anyway, let me stop being ghetto. Is there a Mandela effect that has happened on this YouTube? I mean, I need someone to freaking sound off on this. I need to know I'm not the only one. Now, I have respect to a certain degree for people. It's not the same. I don't have the same level of respect for, say, you get the point. You respect people, but some people you just kind of, after some little actions, after some little finagling, after some little betrayals, after some little lies detected, you start to lose a level of respect. And that just is kind of like across the board, right? As the more you get to kind of engage, interact with someone and get to know their little idiosyncrasies that may or may not like cause you to have a little bit of perturbation. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me keep on topic. Hey, Saki Speaks. How you doing, my love? It is so good to see you. You know, I love you so much. Like, I freaking love you so much. I think Nihar says, I disagree with 99% of her clip. But the 1% I agree with was when she said she was her own person. And I realized you are you and not the team you roll with. Oh, that is so insightful, Nihar. I am so glad that, you're able to recognize that. I kind of tend to agree. Some of these folks on YouTube, whether you have like friendly interactions with them, like or not, you don't know them. It's an association that you have. It's a familiarity that you might share. But that in no way means that it's, a hefty amount more than that, right? So yeah, thank you, Nihar. That was insightful. The selective memory of it all. I keep dropping my damn pen. The selective memory of it all. I'm just like, it's the Mandela Effect on YouTube. It really boggles my mind. And let me tell you, I think my microphone has selective functioning because it keeps putting me on mute. Let me tell you something, okay? Like, this is my confession. I do not have the best memory. I truly don't. It's just the way my mind works. I remember things more so if I write them down. If it's a passing audio, if it's a something that I'm just listening to and not writing down, or taking documentation of in some way that is like kinetically stimulated, I don't tend to have a good time recalling that information. Now it's not that I don't remember things like that are important and stuff like that. So maybe I have a little bit of selective memory too, in fact. However, when you're seeing things that play out in front of your eyes, that is so blatantly present and blatantly obvious and vocal and word driven and all that kind of stuff. And it's like someone brings it back to your recollection or kind of challenges you about it. And it's like, huh? I did what? I don't remember. When did I ever? And it's like, girl, are you freaking serious? You must have blacked out then. Like, you really must have blacked out or something. How do you not remember that? Shall I give specifics? Andrea Nelson. Hey, boo. Hey, mods. Hey, chat. I'm just saying, today I got time, cuz. Not longer than 30 minutes, though. But I'm just wondering. I really want to talk about this Mandela Effect on YouTube, and I want live examples. Because I know what I'm thinking of. I'm just not aware of if it's absolutely wise to tell the specifics, but I'm pretty sure there are so many different situations that you can just instantly think of. And even just kind of like what happened today. If you were on YouTube at all. I need to not look at my phone. Right? Live examples. And this is kind of where I kind of wrestle with some of these thoughts. I ask you at the beginning of this live, where is your compassion meter? In essence, that means I obviously ask myself, where is my compassion meter before I even think to ask that question to you? And in doing that, the heart speaks that grace must continue to abound. It's really not up to me to determine who deserves the deepest well of grace, who deserves the most shallow, who deserves it at all. It's already given. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Lovey. I love you right back like a fat kid loves sweet and salty snacks in his paper lunch sack. Okay? Okay? Right. Because that entire part, okay? Because I'm not a kid anymore. You know, back in the days when I was younger. But I'm not a kid anymore. But I do still love those sweet and salty snacks. Mm-hmm. Right. 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 Okay. So I think we need to address this YouTube amnesia, this YouTube Mandela effect. And I think that will kind of create a pathway towards just completely acknowledging the truth. If something is laid right out in front of you, and there's not just like one or two witnesses, it's like, what does the Bible say? Like, it's like a multitude of witnesses that have heard it, were appalled by it, were kind of like, huh? Where, you know what I'm saying? Maybe taken aback, maybe even offended. Perhaps, I don't know. I don't know. Please hit the like button, you all. Yes, please continue to hit the like button. I guess I'm going to have to chat with you at Jennifer Love Spew It. I don't know anything that happened today. Child, why does this do this? Why does it put the link in there twice? Okay. Universal Tea with Marie. Yes, I have to catch up on your lives, my dear. I feel like I'm so behind, but it's okay. I got time this weekend. Napped and just woke up. Dang, it was supposed to go. I was supposed to go live. I think that's what you were trying to say. Girl, your little autocorrect, it be doing you dirty. Look. Fang, it was supposed to hold live. Girl, who was Fang? And what kind of hoe was he supposed to go live with, child? How how you doing, University with Marie? My compassion can only go so far. I can only give grace for so long, but then when the lies continue, I'm done. And that is and what has happened. You can say that again. You can truly say that again. And that's the thing. Your compassion can only really, I mean, your meter is on at all times, or it's off. Maybe you don't have the same level of empathy, compassion, whatever. You have the capacity for it. It's your choice to exercise it. And honestly, if not leveling your meter towards someone is able to help you protect your peace and choose your own well-being over that extended compassion, then you got to choose to withhold it from people that have disearned it. Right? Your level of respect for one does not match the level of respect for all. It can't. It absolutely can't. Saki could speak for hours on this. You know, I've been preaching, showing grace for quite some time since I was over on that other panel. You have. And I believe in it too. Like, trust me, deep down in my core, I believe in it, like, with all of my heart. I just feel like once you've learned that, it's just like that old saying, you cannot cast your swirls. Wow. You can't cast your pearls before swine. It's kind of that same thing. The royalty and the precious gems that we have to extend to people, let them only be extended to those who have really been entrusted, whom we've really been entrusted to lend those to. It doesn't belong to everybody. Indefinitely. Okay. Right. University with Marie. Been checking your channel out, girl. Excellent content. Excellent content. Hello, everyone. I just woke up. Sleeping pattern is way off. I wanted to go on, but I think it's too late now. Dang it. You want to know something, University with Marie? You can go on at any time. That's kind of the thing. Like, look, and I'm new at this. Like, let me not be like kind of preaching to anybody, right? Because I'm just not even a year in. But I would say, like, sometimes as a content creator, impulsivity is it can be a good thing. Like, say whatever, you missed your mark, you wanted to go live earlier, but the best thing about, your new schedule and stuff like that is you can go on at any time. And trust me, the people that are meant to be there will be there. And the people that are meant to watch the replay will watch it. But sometimes when you want to do something and you have something to say, like it's being in the environment, like when you go live and you have discussions and you gotta, you know what I'm saying, do what you want to do and have fun with it. Just go live, just be impulsive, I'm because I'm such, like, when it comes to preparation and like being organized to an extent, like I can be very, very organized in a way that helps me understand like what I need to do next. That kind of gives me a cue to, like, okay, I can talk about this, or I can fill people out with this. But honestly, just being impulsive is good sometimes. So when you say that you think it's late, no, the hell it is not. Okay? Do you hear me? Jennifer, I see you. Okay, now let me have you show your face, please. Last time I got bombed. Ah! Hi, okay.
Hey, first, your microphone is going in and out real bad.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
it's really, really bad.
Now it's good. Now it's good. Yeah, it was just going in and out for a minute.
Ugh, that sucks. Thank you for letting me know. How have you been?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
I am good, yeah.
How's Bo?
Oh, he's fine. He's laying here. He just went outside, so now he's looking around like, maybe I need another treat, Dad, but, he's not going to get another one because it's almost time for bed. So.
Right. When I get off of here, I'm going to spend a little time with my pups, and then I'm going to hit the hay. Seriously.
How are Tuna and Chloe?
They're doing so good. Like, I'm just so proud of them,
Yeah.
They do so good. Like, they're like the best behaved dogs. So I'm blessed. And I think God knows I couldn't have handled it any other way.
Yeah.
So
They are like the best for stress. Like, no matter what, I had never had a dog, whenever I was a kid, I did, but like as an adult, I'd never had a dog before him, and he's going to be 10 next month. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're getting to that because he's a corgi and they don't tend to normally live long lives. And so I'm just like, look, you're going to have to figure out a way to stay around here for quite some time because you can't go nowhere.
Right. Can't imagine our lives without him.
I know. He's my baby.
I know.
But,
look at yes, go ahead.
So you were talking about Mandela Effect? Okay, so what exactly is that?
Okay, when I get in the shower cups, maybe I do some ASMR for that shower. Okay, so the Mandela Effect is the only way that I can really kind of explain it to make sense visually and kind of like factually. Okay, so if you look at the older versions of now this is going to sound kind of really basic, but just kind of follow me, okay?
Okay.
If you look kind of like at the older versions of like cereal boxes, like Captain Crunch, or I don't know, like the older Intro to the Simpsons or something like that.
Okay.
Years and years ago, these images, the spellings of certain like word Captain Crunch.
Right.
So there's different ways to say that phonetically. The Mandela Effect is taking something essentially that is known or familiar, tweaking it in a way that kind of can confuse people on what was the original and what is the revised. So in YouTube, when I'm saying that there's a Mandela effect going on YouTube, it's like many of us, Jennifer, good morning, God's anointed daughter, my dear. So good to see you. What that means is a lot of us are in different kind of content creators chats. We're watching different lives at different times. We sometimes may even be watching a video or listening to it and we're not really paying attention. Well, we kind of are, but we kind of aren't. And then we can talk to someone else about what happened during that live that we were watching. And we may remember something differently than the person we're talking to based on the activities that we were doing while watching it, based on our attention that was given while watching it, based on our like focus and how we are kind of interpreting what we're seeing.
So it's not an intentional twisting of a story. It's how you've received the story based on what is your surroundings or how engaged you are at that time.
Well, the original Mandela effect, as what's happened in America, is intentional.
Okay.
The actual kind of definition of the effect, how it affects the public, people, the population, it's to some degree kind of innocent. Because why are we going to pay so much attention to the way Captain Crunch, is it CAPTAIN Crunch? Is it CAP''N' Crunch? Why are we paying attention to those details in order to then later have to recall it in order to have a basis for our argument of what the original was? Some of these facts are kind of simply irrelevant to a certain degree, but when it push comes to shove, when we're trying to really draw the really fine line sometimes between what is true and what is false to some people and how they interpret it, those intricate details then begin to matter.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And so
and there's definitely a lot of that on YouTube, I think, because what I hear and what you hear may be the same thing, but we're not hearing it the same way, if that makes sense.
Correct.
So our takeaway from it is not the same.
Correct. And then what is even more interesting, when the person who should be remembering the details of a past event the most somehow have this critical amnesia effect and they can't remember in order to escape accountability, or in other words, when they can't remember or they escape themselves from their memory. And they sometimes maybe truly believe that they themselves are not capable of what so many other people, in fact, witnessed. There's such a discrepancy. And then we're all stuck with this. Now, I don't know if cognitive dissonance is what is created, but I think it is. We're all stuck with this like, huh?
Yeah.
You know?
I just think that on YouTube, there have been a lot of stories, comments spun into lies. Originally from people who saw part of a story, not all of a story, who got their information secondhand, who came into the story late, so don't know the backstory of it all. And so their narrative is not really shaped with the education of the subject that it needs to be, if that makes sense.
Correct. And just in that same line, when so 2020 is kind of right, or not 2020, I guess we can say the panorama is kind of our introduction to I guess the sector that we're in to because I don't have like a better word for it. So kind of the panorama was kind of our introduction to this kind of it's always like a spinning tornado when I think about it, like metaphorically. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, but before we came into it, there was a whole group of others who are kind of veterans in this whole thing. So when you have the veterans plus the vintage on top of or before the veterans, plus the ancient of old, okay, and then you go all the way down to, for layman's terms, the millennials, the X's, the Y, the G generation, and then those who even have come past the panorama, because right now, like we're in 2022, and it's kind of, we're not in the beginning of the panorama like it was when you and I kind of stepped into this. Then it just, you see how it kind of continues, and then things kind of continue to get convoluted and grayed out, because the line of truth is so far and so far back and beneath all these groups that have now entered and started making commentary and started researching and started making videos, start becoming content creators on the stuff. It just is so deep.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Right. And then the Mandela Effect and the amnesia increases as well, because the more layers, like it's just like a garbage dump. Who the fuck knows what's at the bottom of the damn heap?
Well, yeah, because you are bombarded with so much information constantly.
Right.
That what happened even last week is something that you may not remember or may not remember correctly, because everything has been, so much more has been dumped on you since then.
Right. Right. And the deeper that you choose to go, you gotta be real organized to keep up with all this shit if you really care about it that much.
Yeah.
But the thing I think that a lot of us really do care about more than like the drama sometimes is the damn truth.
Yeah.
We are designed to search out the truth in all matters, whether it be in relating into electronics, the universe, how deep we go, the the very clay that created Adam. We want to know the truth of it all.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we're in an age of misinformation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it becomes harder and harder, whether it's in real life or on YouTube, to know what is the truth and what is a lie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you get to the point where you just don't trust anything, you know?
Exactly.
And whenever you find people that you actually connect with, like in this YouTube space is what I'm talking about specifically now, whenever you find people that you genuinely connect with, you tend to just kind of want to stay in that group. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it's so harsh. It can become so harsh on the outside, you know, that you feel like these are the people who you protect and they protect you, because you've built, you know, I don't even know if I want to say a relationship, but a rapport. And so you've talked, and so you know them more than just as a screen name, you know?
Correct. And as much as we hear, Jennifer, about, and this is true, right? But the line is kind of hard to find sometimes. But when you talk to people every day, when you actually discuss things that you cannot, like, I don't know about you, there's no way I would ever discuss kind of this part of my viewing with like members of like my family, certain members of my family and stuff. Like when I talk to my grandparents and they know like I'm watching YouTube, I mean, they know to a certain extent, but I would never like try to break down this shit to anybody. But when we can talk to like each other offline about it, you do form a rapport and you do connect in that way. And then that leads to connecting in other elements that we may not have known if we hadn't had this same interest. So you do form a relationship.
Yeah.
It might not be the traditional form of like quote unquote friendship, but it's still a relationship. You're still relating with another human being on things that pique your interest.
Right.
And there's a natural connection that's going to form. There might be a bond. There might be even a, shallow layer of finite trust.
Sorry.
Shallow as it may be.
Yeah.
And that kind of maybe sometimes is not the wisest thing, but we're human.
I mean, I understand what Saki's saying in the chat.
Okay.
My
Go
thing
down.
is that whenever people have lied about you as a person, I think that whenever you know that, or you feel that they are not being truthful about the things that they have done, it makes you a little bit more invested in the truth, whether that be for the right or the wrong reasons.
Absolutely.
You want to know, you've lied on me. So if you're lying, then I want to call you out on your lies.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that that's kind of what it is. And it could be, it's just drama and it's tit for tat. But I mean, some of these things that have happened on here have affected people in their real lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where it gets kind of convoluted.
Absolutely. 100%. If I could count the number of people that I've read in the chats saying, or just in random comments saying, I got to get off of here. I got to take a break. This is getting to be too much. This is too much. This is too much. It really is too much.
Yeah.
It really is. What is this what you were saying when Saki was saying? The bigger question is, why are people more interested and so invested in finding the truth out about someone else than finding out the truth of themselves? Spend more time looking within first. 1010%. 1010%.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, I mean, I think that also whenever you know who you are as a person, and when other people know who you are as a person, that whenever you're being portrayed to be something else other than who you are, it can become a lot. Like, it can become very depressing. It can be, it can really ramp up your anxiety. I mean, all of these things have happened to me on YouTube, and I definitely was not innocent in everything. I'm not trying to pretend like I was the choir boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in my heart, I'm a good person, and I was just really like trying to defend someone, and then it turned into a big mess because someone started saying things about me. So then I said something about them, and but it's been going on and on for months. So at what point is it just going to be done? Because if you don't like me, then you don't like me. That's fine. If you do like me, then great, because normally I like you too, and it's just, I think that it's gotten out of hand on YouTube. I think that there are people who have selective memory where they
speak on it.
Yeah, Saki, I understand. I understand what Saki is saying. For me,
right,
that's not how I feel, but I understand that probably is the right way to feel, but that's just not who I am.
Right. Right. It's like, and that's where you gotta be so self-aware before you entangle yourself in freaking anything.
Yeah.
you gotta be so self-aware, and you gotta be working to increase your own self-awareness, like forever.
Yeah.
It's a forever journey of damn discovery, okay? But that, without that being even said, what in the hell? You gotta be self-aware. I lost my train of thought, but I tried to recover and it just didn't happen. Oh, hey, Carol MG.
Hey, Carol.
But oh yeah, it was kind of what Saki was saying. I don't feel the need to find out anything about any of them. The universe will deal with them. Yeah, that is sometimes, that sometimes happens too late, you know, because sometimes we do get fueled with our feelings. We're angry that whatever, you know,
Yeah.
we're angry that this is happening. We're angry that someone could dare speak out so ill of us. It's not justified. There's no justice in it happening. Whenever you try to defend yourself, we're angry that when you defend yourself, when you try to stand up for yourself, it's frowned upon, and then it's more fuel to be slandered even more, right?
Yeah.
Those are all normal emotions to have. The critical part about self-awareness is recognizing the moments where our type of desired response no longer informs our growth. When our desired type of response no longer fuels our increased journey, our increase of self-awareness journey, it no longer benefits us. It no longer feeds our spirit. It no longer fuels our soul.
Yeah.
Towards what we want manifested in our own lives. And there lies within our judgment, our critical cognitive decision-making skills. We have got to, at some point, decide, okay, I'm going to respond. And this is something I'm dealing with because I'm just realizing that I'm a petty person. I've never admitted that.
Well, I am too. I am too. And I was here for that live because we were talking about being petty at work. And absolutely, I am petty at work. You know, I mean, because what I really want to do is curse people out and say, how can you be this effing dumb? But what I have to say is, you know, in order for me to assist you, I need you to do this and this. When really what I'm trying to say is I'm not doing your job and mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find creative ways at work to put somebody in their place, basically.
Correct.
Yeah. I can be very petty. I can be Petty McPederson.
Yes. And me too, Jen, but like, well, damn. How can you be, look, Ton, I'm talking about self-awareness, right? So everything I'm saying to you, I've had to reckon it with myself first. Or it's coming as a revelation as I'm speaking, sometimes even. But how can we reckon with someone else's choices when we can't even, it's like that scripture. How can you get the plank out of your brother's eye or the thorn out of your brother's eye when you're looking in the mirror and you can't even see the thorn in your eye to pluck it out on your own, to pluck your own out.
Right.
Before you try to call your brothers or sisters out.
Yeah.
Right. I know I didn't say that all the way right, but there's a scripture about that. It's the plank in your brother's eye. Like, get the dang thing out of your own eye first before you try to call someone else out for what they got going on in their eye, in their skin, in their life, in their marriage, right? Like, I'm sorry, my dogs are like, but you know. But I just want to say, Jennifer, like, I don't know. I can't really, I can empathize with you. But what I want to say is I don't know how, if I were in your exact shoes, if I would have been able to practice what I'm preaching, right? I don't know if I would have been able to have that decency within myself or whatever it might have taken to not curse somebody out, not respond harshly, not get beside my own self. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I put somebody in their place.
Well, and I mean, that's not to say that I haven't. It is, like I said, I have not been the choir boy. But I also, I don't know. I mean, I guess whenever you take accountability for things, I understand that there are still some people who are not going to be okay with it. That's fine. But then there are some people who just they want to keep it up for their own personal reasons. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, hey, I'm good. For a long time, whether I said anything or said nothing, it was the same thing. Now it's calmed down quite a bit. And, like, like Saki said, I have a good life outside of YouTube as well. I mean, it's not that I don't have a good life. I think that with the panorama, I think not being able to go out to be with our friends, to, do all of that it kind of moved us into this space where we had to have more of like a virtual community, and so we found that. And so whenever we saw something go awry, or we felt like somebody was attacking a member of the community that we were a part of, some of us lashed out.
Absolutely.
Because that's for me as a person, that's how I am. Like, that's how I would defend my friends. I would go to bat for my friend, if I felt like somebody was doing them wrong, because that's just who I am. Now, whenever somebody else came after me because I did that, was my reaction and how I reacted the good way to do it? Absolutely not. But neither was the way that they came at me either.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So it's just all just I don't even know how to say it, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that I have found the people that I found on YouTube, because I have a lot of fun with a lot of people on YouTube. It is like 95% great and 5% has been bad,
Yes.
And I mean, we can just have fun, and we can talk about the silliest things that, it's like weird. Like, whenever you have a connection with somebody, like my best friend and I don't know if you have a best friend, but like, how like, with your best friend, like, you can say things and only the two of you get it.
Yes.
Like, my best friend and I, like, we will always go through these phases where there will be like some phrase, and we will just say this phrase all the time. It does not have to have any context. It does not have to have anything to do with what we're talking about, but it will just crack us both up. And like, like, whenever we all lived in the same city, we would be at the bar and we would just say something, to each other, and we would start laughing, and people would look at us like we were stupid because the comment itself does not sound funny,
Right. But but you guys know what the hell it is.
Yeah. Like, for a while, we were like on this thing where, from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, like, every time we would just be sitting there and he'd look at me and he'd be like, I honestly don't think we'll ever see Denise Richards again. And we would just like bust out laughing. And it did not have to be in context of any conversation, but it was just hilarious to us.
Right.
We will just run it into the ground until we find a new one, and then we laugh at that one, So whenever you just have that kind of rapport with people, it's like, it's not only like, especially in this time of the panorama, it's like comforting,
so much. And in fact, let's heighten this reminder, like right in this moment. Reach out to your best friends in real life. If you don't talk to them often, like, I know my best friends, like, Jennifer, we live in different states.
Yeah.
We text, we talk. When time goes by and we don't see each other, it's like no time has been lost. And I actually have two. One is my god sister, and the other is my childhood friend that we've known basically since we've come out of our mother's womb. It's like, we don't have to we can be in the same room. We can know what each other are thinking, and no words have been spoken.
Yep.
You know, when my god sister is laughing at something, I know exactly what she's laughing at. And we better
Absolutely.
not look at each other because all hell is about to break loose, okay? And those other people that we need to be contacting a lot more often, especially starting now, especially since all of us are, I mean, whether you like it or not, whether you feel it or not, whether you believe it or know it to be true or not, we are all um, being pushed forward.
Yeah.
You have to make the decision if you were going to launch, rebrand, pivot, adjust, take accountability, propel yourself forward, be your own advocate, enrich and encourage yourselves onto the path that your purpose has birthed you into. It's up to you to open that floodgate and let those things that are meant to be, that the universe has already prepared before the beginning of time, before you were conceived in your mother's womb. It's up to you to choose that path. And it's up to you to choose it now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I will say this, even though we live in different states, like we talk like all the time. We text or we talk
Mhm.
like daily. Like
Yeah.
if there was a day where we didn't, mostly we text, you know, because of work schedules and stuff. But if there was a day that we did not talk, or you know, maybe one day here or there we might not talk, but if it was more than 2 days, I would be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Like, where are you
Mhm.
at? You know?
Yes. 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 Make sure you all listening to this live and listening to the replay this week, and do not delay. Before Sunday ends, all of you need to take precious time and contact your loved ones that you have not reached out to. And you know in your heart of hearts who those people are. I don't care if you call them, text them, FaceTime them, Instagram them, send them a DM, email them, whatever that means to you. Set up a Zoom meeting, pray with them, laugh with them. You need to reach out to those people. All of us in our lives, we need our natural supports. We need to remain in connection with those people that we know from our root to our groot.
Yeah.
And the time is now.
Yeah.
So I'm challenging all of you. Thank you, Jennifer, for kind of co-signing on this, but it's so important, and I feel like it's so urgent. And I'm saying before Sunday ends, do not forget. There is like multiple people in this chat that have 3 or more people that they need to send I love yous to. You need to relent. You need to come out of your pride, and you need to share your gems and your royalties with these people that maybe you haven't reached out to, or you haven't seen, you haven't talked to, whatever the reason is. You need to reconnect. You need to reestablish that. And it's urgent before Sunday. And I'm challenging myself too. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Is that your phone? It keeps going
Yes.
off.
Yes. Have you ever just like, okay, like,
Okay, Caps. Go ahead.
oh, God. Okay. Um,
Yes, all things popcorn.
Also, you know, that also makes me think about people with their parents
Mhm.
or their grandparents, because I know, you know, like I had lived in a different state like most of my adult life. And I was so glad that whenever I moved back to the state where I'm originally from, that I got to spend time with my grandmother the last few years of her life, because we were so close whenever I was younger. And you know, she in her mind, she still thought I was like 21. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
though that's not the truth, even though I would like to be. You know, but it's funny because because I hadn't been around her on a consistent basis for such a long time because I'd lived in another state. It's like to her, I was still that young kid, you know. But
Yeah.
but it was so good just to be around, you know, just to be able to spend time with her, you know, before she passed. And, you know, my parents are getting older, and I'm very lucky that I have, you know, parents who really, you know, love and care about me, and family that is, especially as being a gay person, because I know a lot of LGBTQ people don't have that. And
Yeah.
so I'm always so super grateful for that.
Absolutely.
And, um, you know, all of those things, you know, we just, I think that sometimes we take it for granted. And I know that I don't, you know, my mom has always been like really young for her age, but now I can kind of start seeing the the like the things that are not as quick as they used to be, or you
Yeah.
know, the things that are changing a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm like, you know, I just have to enjoy as many years as I can, you know, with her still, because we are
Yeah.
super super duper close. And
Yeah.
even whenever I lived in another state, we always were super duper close. Like we talked every day. Like I am a total mama's boy, so
Hmm.
that, you know, all those things are important, you know, and we can't
For
forget to reach out, because, you know, what happens if they're not here, and then you never know when something can happen, you
sure.
know. We've got
Yes.
all of this crazy stuff going on in politics right now, and if something were to happen to any of us tomorrow, would we regret that we didn't tell somebody that we love them, or you
Mhm.
know, that we didn't reach out and contact them? All of those things, it's really really important. It's just
It is.
little things that are so easy to do, you know.
Yes. Yes. Whew, it's so true. It is so true. I'm very, very challenged with this because the honest truth is I'm the worst at calling people and reaching out. But I feel like I need to put whatever hindrance that's there aside and make sure that I'm doing this not just this week but like regularly, because I just feel like things are moving so fast. And it is kind of like, now I don't mean to sound like all crazy, but it is kind of like we're going through the Mandela effect of life. Like the year of 2001 was how many years ago when the World Trade Center, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, the reign of President Clinton was how many years ago?
Yep.
It's like, has all that time gone by? What the heck? You know?
It,
So seize every opportunity. That's why all this choosing, this chaos and stuff, it's like super high time for you to really kind of think about what is most important.
yeah.
Like log off.
Yeah.
It's like seriously, some individuals, myself included, and I do, we need to like log off and check in with our real day ones.
Yeah, and you know, I do take breaks too. Like yesterday, I really wasn't on anything like at all. It was just like
Absolutely.
a really busy day at work, and plus, I knew that I was taking today as a vacation day, so I have a long weekend.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you know, from talking to me, like even on a normal time, there are some times where I might work until 8 o'clock at night. So it
Mhm.
was like 9:30 last night whenever I finally got done, because I wanted to make sure that I had everything that I could possibly get done, you know. And I just said, you know, I just gonna power through this day. I can't have any distractions. And by the
Right.
time I got done working at 8, girl, I was so tired. I was knocked
Mhm.
out.
Right.
I was just knocked out, asleep, you know. And
Mhm.
so sometimes you just have to do that, you know. You do have to log off. And
Oh yes.
I always like, I really thought, you know, whenever, you
Yes.
know, since Bo has gotten older,
Mhm.
um, you know, I used to just be able, you know how weird he is. And so
Yeah.
I used to be able to just let him out, you know, by himself, like, and put him on his leash, but he
Mhm.
won't go out the back door anymore because the stairs are curved. to go out to the back door, and he
Mhm.
refuses to go down the curved stairs. For some reason, he's freaked out about him. And there's only 2 stairs. So what he always did from the time he was a puppy, he would just jump off the landing and jump down to the door. Well, he
Mhm.
can't do that anymore because he has problems with his legs, and with his back
Right.
legs. So now I have to take him out. And I
Mhm.
really was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to dread this so much in the winter and da 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 da. But actually, I really don't mind. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gotten to the point now where, he knows what he has to do. And so we
Mhm.
go out there and he has to sniff the whole yard and, see
Yes.
if there's been any other animals around or, what's
Yep.
going on in the neighborhood,
Leave his
He,
marks.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Absolutely. And, it's just kind of like a nice little time for he and I to get out that is just, it's like it's not a walk. Um, not like a walk is, but he just gets to kind of um like his own yard is an adventure. And I don't think he really ever had that because he just has like a long leash, but now we go all around the front yard, all around the backyard, all of those things. So it's like a nice little adventure for him. And it's good because one of the good things about having a pet is that you get up and they get you moving. They keep you on a routine
Yes, they do.
because you are responsible for them and they have to be fed and they have to be walked and they have to go potty and they have to do all those things. And so it's not like you can just sit back and not do anything. I mean, well, if you're a good pet parent, you're not.
Right. Yep. They do, and they keep you on your toes, and they also help you live longer.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So, but anyway, I'm going to drop down. I hadn't talked to you in a little bit, so I decided to come up and say hi. What we really need to do one night again, since all this stuff is going on politically. One night,
Mm-hmm.
me and you and Levon need to have a chat again. That was like a really good
We
little chat.
do. Oh my gosh.
That was like a really good little political chat. That was fun that night.
It was. You know what? You got to come up with a topic, Jennifer. And I feel like I'm going to get with Levon. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
DM me about something you want to talk about. Look, let me do it. Let me be able to do some research beforehand. Okay. Jennifer, because you are a smart man. You hear me? I have to listen and intently try, in order to really kind of hold conversations with you. You are intelligent and wise, my brother.
I'm just a political geek and a math geek.
Yes.
Those are my two geekiness. That's what I am.
Yes, but let's do it. I'm gonna I look forward to it. Let's get it done within the next 2 weeks.
Okay. All right, hun. Well, I'll
Okay?
talk to you later on. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye. Aww. That was so nice. Let me just say, so sorry that happened to you. Humans can be so hurtful. Yeah. That's the thing, Saki, Miranda. We gotta protect our peace at all costs. That's why I love when Saki says that. Truly. What is Nihar saying? Soldiers in Ukraine are on TikTok. The country has reacted. The draft, every man 18 to 60 got to sign up. Oh no, my goodness, and they're doing it willingly. That's patriotism, not showing your ass because you got to mask up. What? Okay, Nihar. Okay. Hey, Jack. K-pop is sad. I don't venture too far, but when I do, I hear someone being called everything. When you say your name. Okay. Well, listen, you all. This has been really enjoyable for me to come on here and chat with you guys. I'm so thankful to every single person that has come through, every single person that has lent an ear, clicked on the video, hit the like button, conversed with other people, other subscribers. Like I had like subscribers in the chat. Like that's so crazy to even still say. That's just so cool. All of you watching the replay, I really enjoy like having these kind of just like unplanned conversations, but like don't be bamboozled. Love you too, Carol MG. Love you so much. Miss Joy L. Love you so much. You all, don't be bamboozled by what is happening right before your very eyes, what you're hearing, and what your brain is processing. Do not lose sight of those things. Because I tell you, if you drop the ball, if you miss a step, even one thing, and I'm talking about being asleep and not staying alert. When you allow yourself to not stay alert, this is where the Mandela Effect continues to wreak havoc, because it causes us to lose sense of time, direction, purpose, and truth. That's why this topic is important. That's why we have to stay alert, stay grounded, stay true, stay authentic, stay a watch. Okay? And I'm challenging us all to reach out to those loved ones that you know, that in your spirit, like deep down, you know, those people that you have been beckoned to either reconcile with or get reconnected with. Don't delay. Do not delay. Before the end of Sunday, whatever your time zone, do it. Some of you may just need to go ahead and be old-fashioned and write a letter and send it through U.S. Postal Mail, and that be the start. Some of you will need to make video calls and learn how to do it, and just do it. Some of you will just need to send a text, make a phone call, whatever it's speaking to you. You already know. Just make sure you follow through, okay? I love you all so much. Yes, please watch the replay. I hope you enjoy it. Yes, don't forget to come back Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. My cousin, Cups of Conversations, and myself, we will be copying Houston Bread's idea of this verses on YouTube, okay? Shout out to Houston Bread, you all. She has so many. Like, when I say life-changing discussions, you all just need to take part and check it out. Okay, Houston Bread, thank you so much for all that you bring to this platform. Just want to give you like a public shout out, because I see you, as do so many, soon to be millions of others. Please remember, you all, to be kind to yourself, to be kind to others. Practice abundant self-care. Thank you, K-pop. You're the bomb. Don't forget also, we're sending extra love, extra prayers, extra positive thoughts towards Miranda. Her birthday is next week. She's phenomenal in all of her ways. And anytime she graces us with her presence here in this chat, we all feel better for it. So thank you, everyone who came. Thank you, LB, Jack, Vicky, Nihar, all the people that newly subscribed even. You all, you are the bomb. And I appreciate you so much. I truly do. Now I'm going to have to go back and see what y'all was talking about in this chat, because, you know, I'm nosy, right? A special thanks and shout out to the one and only Jennifer Love Spewitt, who always captures us with his essence, his intelligence, and his presence. Now he's gonna help us, you know, get geeked up about politics. Cause yeah, why not? And I'm excited. So Levon, I'm gonna be checking you out so we can get this thing going. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to get off of this live. I'm going to catch Cups replay in the morning. Enough YouTube for the day. Good night, everyone. Good night, everybody. I'll see you again. I don't know when. But let's just say very, very, very soon. Good night.